Did I catch a UFO? I took a bunch of pictures when I went to Lake Lindsey Cemetery, and some of them caught something that I really couldn't explain. But we'll get into that at the end of the video. Before we do that, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone who's been asking. My father is doing much better. He's actually returned to work. They did find out that he had a hole in between the chambers of his heart. That's what probably caused his stroke. So they're going to be doing procedures leading up to fixing that, surgery where they're going to fix that. So I will keep you guys informed, but thank you so much for all of your love and prayers. And this video was actually filmed about 3 weeks to a month ago. And then we had that family emergency, so this video got put off. And I'm finally getting to it and putting it out for you guys now. And honestly, it is mind-blowing, the conversation I had in the necro session. So definitely pay attention to that. Especially, like I said, this video was filmed 2 days before my father had his stroke. So that in itself is absolutely crazy to me when you listen to the responses that I'm getting in the necro. And then, like I said, I took pictures and I caught something in the sky that was a UFO. I don't know how else to describe it, but I'll let you guys make up your own mind. We'll talk more about that at the end of the video. I'm going to go back here in the woods to find some more history to share with you guys. You enjoy this video, and I'll see you in a little bit. All right, my friends, tonight was another one of those nights where I was laying in bed trying to fall asleep, and for some reason, I couldn't stop thinking about this cemetery. Now, for those of you who watch this channel for a while, you know that Lake Lindsey Cemetery is one of my all-time favorite places to investigate. So I came out here tonight to see why I couldn't stop thinking about this place, see if we capture anything. For those of you who are new to the channel, if you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe. But I'll get more into the history when we walk around a little bit. And I'll also have a playlist at the end of this video that will have all of the times we've been to this cemetery, so you can catch up on all the evidence we've captured here. I did walk around and take some pictures already, heard some weird noises, heard some whispers, so I can't wait to get into this. My name is Jay, this is The Journey, and let's get into it, my friends. Whoa, whoa, freaking bird just scared me to death. I probably just scared him to death too. I guess he was on the ground right here and just went flying up into that tree.
See my shadow.
She just walked by? Is that your shadow that went by?
Photo.
Oh, you were in my photos? I took a bunch of pictures earlier.
Look below.
Look below? Is something dangerous down there? I don't see anything. Do you remember your name? Do you want me to keep moving?
Wow.
Wow. Wow, I finally get it. Alright, well, I'll keep moving. I just thought it'd be nice to use your nice little bench here. It's put here to hang out with you, I think.
The graves.
There's a lot of graves here. What about the graves? Is that why you like it here? Because the graves are nice? The owls are talking to each other.
Creepy.
It is creepy out here at night. I love the bats and the owls though. It's definitely adding to the creep. I hear them up in that tree somewhere. And then you got owls hooting back and forth. I was also looking at these woods back here and then it said creepy and I'm like, yeah, these woods are freaking creepy. All woods
Pilot.
are... A pilot? What kind of airplane did you fly? Is this you here, Vernon? Were you a pilot? That sounds like a tree knock over there. That is a pretty just empty field right there. So I have no idea where that tree knock came from. And this is not a...
False.
Yes. If you were thinking this is the burial mound, that is false. This is just the extra dirt piles that cemeteries keep. Even though it seems like it's been quiet so far, I'm really curious as to if we've caught any apparitions with the pictures I've taken, as well as any EVPs or anything. What the hell? Oh, this is cool, like little train set. I swear that just sounded like somebody took a step right here in the leaves. Yeah, there is nothing over there. I mean, that dog is on the other side of the road across the street over there. I have no idea what's going on. Some weird noises over there, man. Now this burial here, Miss Nancy Mayo. This was the very first burial here, and it was in 1855. And Miss Mayo, Miss Nancy, is Anderson's mom, and Anderson was one of the first people to settle Brooksville area in an area that they called Snow Hill, which, if you see anything about Chinsicket Hill, that was the hell was that? I think that might be sprinklers coming on. Okay. Holy crap. I just heard like a hissing noise. Scared the hell out of me. But, what the heck? I thought I just saw somebody standing next to this gravestone right here. I just saw like a tan colored hat. I'm telling you, the older sections are always so much more active. This is the grave of Corrine Jordan. Corrine was married to William Sherman Jennings, who was the governor of Florida that came from Brooksville. He was the one I spoke of in my last video, in the Manfield video. From what I understand, Mr. Austin was a stepfather of Mr. Jennings, who was our governor of Florida from Brooksville.
Finish.
Finish?
Up.
William actually died in St. Augustine and is buried in Duval, and then his wife is buried here. One of those rare instances where a husband and wife aren't actually buried next to each other. But I'm actually going to put this out. We'll see. We'll see if we get any readings off of that. And we'll try to talk to Corrine or anyone else that would like to talk to us. And hopefully we'll be able to hear stuff, even though those dogs have apparently decided to start barking up a storm now. Hear roosters crowing, all kinds of weird animal noises right now. Corrine, are you here with me tonight? Hello. My name is Jay. I think I've spoken with you before, a couple years ago, I believe. Does it upset you that you're not buried next to your husband? I told you, my name is Jay. I'm just here to meet you and talk with you, and if you need help, you can ask me for help. I can try to help you. Do you ever get to see your husband? Do you not miss him? Can you do me a favor? Can you read what my shirt says? They're attack armadillos, a demondilla. That's right. Can you say my name again? So can I ask, do spirits know the future? Yes? Are you shown the plan when we die? Are we getting close to the end of our time? Is there a big fight between good and evil? Do you know how long we have? Not long? Does it end because of nuclear war? Well, I will leave you in peace. I really enjoy our conversations. What is that running around? Okay. Rest in peace. Good night. Okay, I can hear the sprinkler over there, but I'm pretty sure the sounds I was hearing were coming from right back here, running this way, and then I heard like a grunt over there. Huh. Alright, this has been another incredibly spooky night. Not the scariest night I've ever had here, but I'm sure we got a lot of very interesting information And who knows what we've captured. A lot of crazy sounds over there that I mean, I would assume I would see an animal if there's something over there. I don't see anything over there, but I can't wait to listen to this back, see what we picked up. Piece of moss just snuck up on me. So I can't wait to see what you all say about that necrophonic session. That was pretty crazy to me when I actually got to go back through and decipher it finally. If only I had been able to understand it or decipher it sooner, I might have actually known something was going on. But I actually stopped by. You'll see that I'm in a greenhouse right now. I actually stopped by my parents' house to make sure that our greenhouse stood up, because we just had a crazy storm come through with like 50+ mile-an-hour winds. And I don't know if you can see behind me right here. When I first walked in, see how this is broken? It actually broke this, pushed, I don't know if you can really tell how pushed in that is. This is where it should be. This is where it is. So that storm got kind of out of hand. I know most of you are waiting for the UFO stuff, so we will go ahead and get into the UFO stuff. I took some pictures while I was there, and when I got home I was looking through them, and I don't know how I've never caught anything like this before, but this is what I saw in the pictures I took. Now, as you can see, there's a string of lights and they're dots, and the next one, I think it went behind the cloud, so it kind of, you can see it in the cloud, but it's hidden in the cloud. And then all of a sudden it's bright and front and center. And I started wondering what possible things it could be. And I did some research on like when you take a night shot, it's what they call long exposure. That way you're letting as much light get into the camera as you can. So I did a Google search on what long exposure of aircraft look like. And most of it all looks like lines, just straight lines. So I was really confused on how the one I had a dot, a line, a dot, a line, a dot, a line. I'm not really sure. So obviously I went out a few other times and purposely looked for airplanes flying in the sky, because I assumed it had to be an airplane. Satellites, I feel like, are way too in orbit for me to actually pick up. I don't know. I didn't really think it was a satellite. I honestly thought it was either a UFO or an airplane. So I purposely tried taking pictures of where I saw airplanes flying over, and I could not recreate what I caught. And you can see the one here, there's nothing in the sky. It just looks like stars. I don't know how to explain this. I was doing the same exact long exposures and all of that with the night shot, and I even videoed here where you can see that there's a plane flying by, and I literally could not catch it. Well, finally the other night I went out and I was messing with some of the settings on my pro camera, changing the ISO and the shutter speed and all of that, and I was finally able to recreate it, kind of. So my theory is, as you can see in these, you'll see the red. This one's all red, this one's alternating white and red. So my theory is what I caught the first night must have been a helicopter that only had a strobe light and it didn't have the red light blinking on it, or a military aircraft that only had the strobe lights on. That's the only way I can explain why the other ones have red in them and that one doesn't. So I can't wait to see what you guys think, but I'm pretty sure it was just an airplane flying over. I don't know how I've never caught it before, but it was very interesting. And one last thing, as a treat to all of you that love flowers and everything, I want to show you this behind me here. See these yellow flowers, yellow flowers, yellow flowers? This is a species, meaning that it grows in nature this way. It wasn't hybridized by anybody. A species, Dendrobium. And this one is Aggregatum Miami show. Now the cool thing is, this, and this used to all be one plant. And they're almost, I'd say they're getting close to 100 years now, because when I got them 10, 15 years ago, that one plant, it was all in one box like this, and it was sticking out all over the place. Like, it was huge. Kind of like how you see how that's growing out of the bottom here. And I soaked it in water and then split it all up and made 3 separate plants, and then had a bunch. There's some smaller ones that are scattered throughout here in the greenhouse, but yeah, here's one that you can see it's already been blooming, but this is another piece of that same one. But it was 85 years old when I got it, so it's got to be 100 years old now. More spikes coming out too. This is part of one that I actually bought about 20 years ago, and when I bought it, you can see the little leaves up here. When I bought it, that's all it was. It was about 10 of the little leaves like this. Put it in that box and it's just grown like crazy. That's a dancing lady. All kinds of good stuff blooming right now. These are hybridized dendrobiums. See if I can get a clear picture of it. So you see the difference between a hybridized, meaning someone cross plants to make this, and then this is a species dendrobium. This is another hybridized dendrobium. And then some couple of phalaenopsis, which these are everywhere, but are some of the hardest orchids to grow, honestly. This plant down here is called an Encyclia Nagasaki. The spike is almost 5 foot long, and these will all be open within the next few days probably. So that'd be really cool. That's another Cattleya back there. Actually, that's... yeah, that is the Cattleya. Alright, enough about the orchids. I will see you guys on the next Explore. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for smashing that thumbs up. If you're new to the channel or just haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe. Tap that bell and hover over it to make sure that it clicks on all notifications so that you get some notifications from YouTube. And if you'd like to support the journey more, you can go to thejourneyisthedestination.shop for all your journey merch. All sorts of awesome stuff in there for you guys. And until next time, much love, my friends.